Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Throwing on first down is Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
First down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. It's caught. Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
First down.
Wait, 20.
So that'll back him up 5. It's a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. On play action, now Brady. And Watson has it right side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Watson.
It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
At the 12-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. First down, Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On second down, here's Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, and it's third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. Third and goal. Shotgun now for Brady. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to fourth down.
Incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes. You can read his hands. And you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it. And oftentimes, knock it away.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, first and 10 at the 20. They start on the ground with Geis. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7.
Watch the twins. Watch the twins. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Delta.
To throw is Bridgewater. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Brings up third down.
He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for DJ.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 43-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And now Bruce Arians with a play clock running low is going to signal for a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. Brady now to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Panthers nothing.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Brady now on first down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of 26
A good
yards.
pickup there, 26 yards.
Buccaneer first down.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. That is caught inside the 5. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have...
And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just... a fumble recovery. Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Geis. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This is McCaffrey on the give. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6.
On On third down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, but it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Brady eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Third and long for Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Pass intended for Robbie Anderson. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
We got 4. We got 4. 45 is the mic. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Final play of the half, Bridgewater. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned, trying to find something to...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. Then he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
24 is the mic. 24 is the mic.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And now a defensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
Wait, that 380. 24 is the mark. It's outfield. It's outfield. It's outfield. Joker.
Again, it's Brady. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
87,
Rob Gronkowski. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Suckup for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Buccaneers 24, Panthers nothing. Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He's getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Good for a carry.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's more. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for a Carolina first. Bridgewater to Moore. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Christian McCaffrey.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Pick up of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. You're right, man. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. We want this. Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Bridgewater now from the 50. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
Now Bridgewater. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Get in the weight room. Check, 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 check.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Now 4th down.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers.
It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash.
49-yard attempt.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Tampa Bay.
Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one. Extra point try now for Succop. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
That's the score. Buccaneers 31. Panthers nothing. Ryan Succop set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I got you, son. 5 down, 5 down. 24 is the mic. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. 24 is the mic. I got you, pump.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Bridgewater. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Succop for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And we're back now in Charlotte, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
1-yard line.
Bridgewater to throw it. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's go, defense.
Throwing, Bridgewater. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. CD, this defense, man, At this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Well, what a game for this offense and the 43-year-old QB Tom Brady. And, hey, if they get points here, they can finally surpass his age on the scoreboard. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought down by...
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
24 is the mic. It's a party now. It's a party now. 24 is the mic.
Shotgun now for Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brady
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a play fake. Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
complete to Chris Godwin.
Chris Godwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
On for the point after.
As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25. Yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll hand it now to Geis.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Down. This is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Give
him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Geis with the carry on second down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 7. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line.
That's how you get right up off of the map, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Carolina Panther. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
White on the tackle.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 2nd down and 7.
Let's go, defense.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Strong right. Everyone's got 4.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go one more.
Greer. Off to Geis on the screen. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th and goal.
Yeah, maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Buccaneers, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.